Hey guys, welcome back to the handsomest of men. Out of the two of us, I think that you're a little bit better looking than I am.
Disagree, but alright.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you think that?
Because most people don't think very highly of themselves appearance-wise.
Oh,
Also got a huge nose.
I don't know. What?
I got a huge nose,
You do
dude.
not. It's
Are
fine.
you looking at me from the profile view, dude? I look like fucking... I look like... No, I can't say that. That brings someone else down. I was going to make a comparison to another human being, but I think that's mean.
What's this? Here's a nose.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is because I don't see myself from the profile view very much, so
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But that's just how people are. They just...
My biggest complaint is I got a big jaw. A big square jaw. But then
that's
I'm like,
good though. Isn't that
but
like what people...
I think about that and I think, oh, that's why I don't get girls. And I look at racing drivers. I mean, okay, obviously I'm not a racing driver and I'm nowhere near that level of fame. But there are square-headed racing drivers that I think I'm probably a little bit better looking than.
Well, that's good.
And they get girls.
Yeah, it's probably...
Probably the racing driver bit.
Yeah, probably. That's probably a major part of it, yeah.
It also depends on how I'm feeling about myself. Like if I'm feeling a bit down about myself, then that sort of piles on to how I see myself physically.
Mm.
But if I'm feeling good about myself and I'm like, I look in the mirror, I'm like, that's a good looking dude.
I mean, yeah, we all have good days and bad days. Sometimes I look and I go, wow, this fucking cute.
Like there was a time where I was talking to a girl and it was getting pretty exciting, and then I'm like, alright, okay, go to the toilet, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, it's a good looking dude.
Nice, dude. You're feeling confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a moment like that last year.
Last year's like the year of girls.
No. Well, I just I very rarely think about my appearance too hard.
Yeah.
But I had a moment where I looked in the mirror and like I had my hood up because I was like working outside and I had a little bit of my hair sticking out the front.
Yeah.
And it got wet and it looked all like, I don't know, it looked badass. It looked like some cool, like, oh, dude.
Mm. It's like I was looking through some photos last night. There's like a phase of my appearance, like there's been like a transition where it's like me before glasses and me before glasses and beard. That's like my look now. I've always got like glasses and the goatee.
I guess so. Yeah.
So I look at like a photo of me without glasses and without the goatee, then it's all like, look at that baby face. But I'm not convinced about the goatee yet. I look at it and I'm like, I'm looking forward to getting rid of it.
Oh, really? Why? Why don't you get rid of it then if you don't like it?
No, it's because like I have a plan about when I'm gonna get rid of it.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for that thing to happen, and then I'll get rid of it, and then it'll be like we put all that behind me, and it's all gonna be, it's all gonna be peaches and gravy.
When it comes to facial hair, I am just straight up lazy. There's
Yeah.
like nothing else to
I shaved a bit this morning.
like my grandma will ask me like, oh, you haven't shaved, like is this for something? I'm like, I'm just really fucking lazy. I don't my facial hair is I'm not like, you got a goatee, like you've specifically designed it.
Yeah. It's because I can't. I've also thought like I could grow like a good curly mustache, but I don't think it would really. I don't think I'd look that great with it though.
No, you have to be very. I think for curly mustaches, you have to be really, really specific. Have a specific look and facial structure and stuff. That's like one of the few exceptions of like, I don't know. I mean, beards and stuff and mustaches, they don't work on every man.
No.
I just don't care. At this point, I mean, I can definitely see myself later on in my life going like, I care about my facial hair, but right now it's just like it's either there or it's not, or like the thing is with facial hair, I don't know if you haven't gotten to this point, but when it gets too long, it like gets really annoying. It's very itchy all the time. It like stabs into you. It gets into your mouth.
Yeah.
It's just like, ugh.
I look really bad with unkept facial hair, but I got an electric all-round trimmer, and so ever since I got that. It's been so easy to keep the goatee the way that I want it to be. Sometimes it goes a bit out of control and it'll grow out sideways or something, and I'll be like, okay, get right up. It's going somewhere else. So robe. On holidays.
Great transition, dude. Yeah, last week I went to Robe. It's a place in South Australia.
Yes.
This is where we live.
Yes.
I'm in the Spirit's Glade, by the way.
Both of us have been to Rome.
Hello. The bugs within the glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. I thought we'd been here before, but I guess not. So here's the thing. I can use my dream nail on all of these guys and suck out their essence, but I'm not going to do that because they all get pissed. They fight you. I didn't do it in my first playthrough, and I'm not going to do it in this one, I think. Because I don't know, it's mean. Yeah, so last week I went to Robe with someone because we wanted to have like a kind of relax, just kind of, chill out. And I was telling them that like, we didn't relax at all, really. We were there for a week, and the whole point was just to chill, but we spent the whole week doing shit. Yeah. And yeah, it's just kind of interesting because I found that like even though like I went away for a week and like this was my dedicated time, I couldn't. When I got back, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do anything. I'm very tired, and I just spent the last few days just like relaxing and literally not doing anything at all. But the other thing we were talking about, so Mabini was telling me about where he'd been on Robe, and Robe has a famous monument called the Obelisk. Yeah. It basically is like a giant traffic cone. So the Obelisk is right by the ocean. I mean, the whole town is by the ocean, but it's like an ocean town. It's on this cliff side, right? Yeah. And the cliff has eroded away rapidly. Like we were looking through like the tour guide, and it was showing like how it progressed throughout the years, and it's like it's falling apart, dude. Like that whole cliffside is just like absolutely just falling into the ocean, no question.
I wonder if it's worse now than it was when I went there 9 years ago.
I would say so, honestly. It's going real fast. Tell me if you saw this, because it has not one, but 2 fences around it now to prevent anyone from getting anywhere near it. Just due to how dangerous it is. Like, it's literally on this, like, extremely thin, crumbly cliff face and is, like, bound to fall into the ocean at some point soon. And,
I don't really remember the area very well. I remember like a very specific place. Like I remember the obelisk and taking a photo of the obelisk.
Yeah. Well,
but I don't really remember the area around it very well.
Yeah, dude. Like to be honest, like they have all these fences and stuff, and they're pretty new because like it's obviously getting like real dangerous. So. Anyway, so like there's like one big fence and it even like cuts off through the old path, and you can see there's still like signs and stuff like, oh, like step on this side of the path. You can't even get to the path anymore. And it's over this kind of like wire fence. But then at the actual obelisk itself, there's an even bigger fence that's like it's like 3 or 4 meters high. And it's like a very like fuck off, do not go this far. Like you have to jump one fence to get to the other fence. And we were like, oh, that kind of sucks because that way you can't really take any good photos and stuff. But then we went down like on the walking track, and we came back and we saw a guy on the other side of the fence, just taking photos. Needed to get that sick fucking Instagram shot. He climbed 2 fences, one of which was like 3 or 4 meters high. And had a big sign on it saying, like, do not come this way. This is extremely dangerous. Don't even think about it. Yeah. And this dude's like, I don't know, rules don't really apply to me, so I'm just going to climb 2 fucking massive fences and take some sick photos. Yeah. And I just think to myself, like, I was saying to the person I was with, I'm like, that person's going to die. And we were just standing there watching, thinking, like, are we about to witness someone like actually die in real life? Just because like it was like so blatantly like, because we in the like the history book that we were looking at, like because it came in our little place, it was showing like a picture of like they drove like a car up there. Yeah. And I did it. Cool. Hey, I got enough for the next one too. Sick. They drove a car up to the obelisk, and like you could never even do that. They don't even trust people to walk there. So that's how much it's changed. And that photo was taken in like the 70s or something.
The obelisk isn't like a huge thing either. It's a very tall, sort of skinny sort of thing.
It's pretty big.
Isn't it? Yeah. Because
I'd say it's like 10 meters high.
I don't know. I'd have to go find my pictures. I got
pictures on my phone.
On my camera phone, I think. All of my phones have been camera phones, but the phone I had at the time was my
Oh,
Sony Walkman phone,
Yeah.
and for whatever reason I had like a color filter on, so like one of those, like you can get sepia or you can get bright and sunny or whatever. And so I had a filter on for making it sort of dark and bluey. Well, I had the nighttime setting turned on by accident, so everything was kind of nighttimey.
Yeah. I have a lot of ways I can go now, by the way. I'm making a lot of good progress. I'm really proud. I'm like, I figured I'd just be walking around and not accomplishing anything, but I've been doing stuff. It might not be the best, like, story-related stuff, but I'm doing stuff. Got a new ability, got some upgrades, got some, items. I'm about to go get a sword upgrade, which is really fucking good. Yeah, I think it's this way. But I'll tell you what, we can do that next time if you want.
Okay.
If you feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye-bye.